morning everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then thank you for watching. We are on week 2, day 2 of the 6-week meal plan. I'm feeling good. I don't think I actually addressed this yesterday, but if you got to the end of week 1 of whatever you might be doing, well done. It is so hard switching your eating style and switching your lifestyle up. I know after New Year it's like the time to do it, everyone's doing it, but then I also think that adds a little bit of pressure. But the whole like New Year, new me thing, if you did get to the end of week 1 then well done, but if you didn't, that's alright too. Today's a new day, you can start afresh and no one would ever know. So I'm going to be having some breakfast this morning, which is sausage and egg on toast. I really enjoyed this breakfast. In true Jess style, I forgot to get my sausages out the freezer last night, so they are frozen, but I'll just stick them in the oven for a little bit longer, it'll be fine. If you do like this video then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit that subscribe button below. If you want to be notified for when I upload, then hit the bell as well. Without further ado, I'll crack on to breakfast, show you what ingredients I've got and how I make it. So for breakfast, these are the sausages that I'm using. They're the Aldi skinny pork sausages and they are half a cent each. Like I said before, they are still frozen, so I'll just have to pop them in the oven for an extra like 10 minutes or so. But yeah, I'll be having 2 of those. I've got 2 eggs which I'm going to be scrambling. I've got some unwashed spinach here, which obviously I'll wash. I'm going to just use a couple of handfuls of this just to put on top of the toast so that I get a little bit of speed in. And then this is the bread that I use. It's the Aldi medium sliced wholemeal bread. You can have 2 slices of this for your healthy bee, and they are actually decent sized slices. So first thing I'm going to do is pop these sausages in the oven. They would usually go in for about 30 minutes, but I'm going to stick them in for about 40 just so that they're definitely cooked through. So I've just scrambled my eggs here. I've seasoned them with salt and pepper. They're just on quite a low heat, just slowly cooking. The sausages are nearly done, and then I'm just going to pop my toast down. And I've washed my spinach here. Excuse the coffee pods. I've just washed my spinach here, ready to go on the toast. And then once the toast's ready, it should all be ready to plate up. So there is my breakfast in true Jess style. I have just slightly burnt the sausages, but doesn't matter. So the sausages are half a cent each. I've just cut them in half, and then the scrambled egg on top is free, spinach is speed food, and the toast is my healthy bee. Right, so it is lunchtime now, and I'm going to be making lettuce fajitas. Now obviously because I used my healthy bee this morning, this is why I'm using the lettuce, and I actually really quite like them like this. So I'll show you what I've got to make those, and I'll show you how I make it. So first of all, we've got a chicken breast. I've got some mixed peppers here. These are the sliced ones. You can use fresh ones if you want to. I just choose to use the sliced ones because they're easier. I'm also going to use the other half of the red onion that I used on my barbecue pizza the other day. I figured, I mean it's not in the recipe online, but I don't think we've actually got a recipe which uses this for the rest of the week, so might as well get it eaten. So I'm going to be using that. I've got some romaine lettuce. It was supposed to be sweet jam lettuce, however they didn't have any in Aldi, so I'm just going to be using romaine lettuce. It does the same thing really, the same shape. I've got some fajita seasoning, which is from JD Seasonings. These are incredible. They're so easy to use. I'll leave a link in the description for where you can get these from. You can also use the code JessGets20 for 20% off your entire order, so winner there. And then I've got my spray light there. I'm going to be using a tablespoon of this, which is 1.5 sins. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop up my chicken and fry that off in a pan. I'll then be adding the mixed peppers and onion to cook in with it, and I'll be seasoning the lot with this. this is now cooked through nicely, and I've obviously added the fajita seasoning. I've added quite a lot just because I like to have a bit of a kick to my meals. But what I've done with the romaine lettuce, I've just snapped off a couple of leaves, and then I'm just going to be putting that inside the lettuce leaf and then topping with a tablespoon of this. Right, so I was having a couple of issues with my bottle there. If you, I don't know if you saw that, but yeah. So that is my lunch. I've managed to splatter it everywhere. So this is 1.5 sins, and you've got lots of speed food. So I'm just going to go out for a walk now, and I'm going to take one of my benefit bars with me. This is 3 sins. So it's now the evening, and I'm going to be having my tea. I went out for a walk earlier, and it was absolutely lashing it down, so I got a bit wet. But never mind, rain won't kill us. I'm going to be making some cheesy vegetable pasta. I'll show you what I use to make that and how I make it. So first off, I've got some penne pasta. I'm just going to be using 75 grams of this. You can use any type of pasta that you want though. I usually like some tagliatelle, but I didn't have any left, and I just got this left in the cupboard, so that's what I'm using. I'm then going to be using about 100 grams of courgette. This is probably about half the courgette I would probably guess at. I've got some sliced mixed peppers. These are just from Aldi in the frozen section. You can cut up fresh ones if you want to. I just use these ones for convenience and just because I'm a little bit lazy. I've got 4 of the kids' cheese triangles. These are classed as my healthy A. These again are the Aldi ones. They're the light ones, so you can have 4 of them for your healthy A. I've then got some vegetable stock. I'm going to be using about 500 mils of this. I boil, every time I have pasta, I boil it in vegetable stock just because it makes the pasta taste so much nicer. So that's what I'll be using that for. I've got some mustard just for seasoning, some salt and pepper. I've got some semi-skimmed milk, which I'll just be using a splash of. So I don't really measure this. I literally just like whoop, like that. So it'll probably not even be like 50 mils. So I've got that. And then I'm going to be having a couple of handfuls of spinach in there as well, just to add some more speed food. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be boiling my pasta. Whilst the pasta's cooking, I'm just going to slice up my courgette, and then I'm going to be cooking that in a pan with the mixed peppers, and I'm just going to use some spray light. Right, so now that the pasta and the courgettes and peppers are cooked, I'm just going to drain the pasta, but I'm going to leave just a little bit of the pasta water in the bottom of the pan just to make it easier for the cheese triangles to melt into it. And then I'm going to add the cheese triangles along with the courgettes and peppers, and then the rest of the ingredients, and mix it in the pan. So this is now the pasta all plated up. It is sin-free, using one of your healthy A's. And I do get a lot of questions asking whether adding cheese triangles to things like pasta makes it taste like cheese, but I promise that it actually doesn't. I know it's obviously called cheesy veg pasta, but it's because you use cheese. But it just tastes more like a creamy sauce. But yeah, so you've got your pasta there, which is sin-free. You've got your courgette, which is speed food, and the spinach, which is speed food, along with your peppers, which is also speed food. And then your cheese triangles are the healthy A. So yeah, that comes out as sin-free. Great thing about this as well is that you could double up on your portions and stick them in the fridge. So if you wanted to have some leftovers for your lunch the next day, then you can definitely do that with this. Hello, so it is now the next morning, and I am editing today's video and realised that I didn't end it. So just to summarise what I had yesterday, which I'm gonna have to double check because I can't remember. So for breakfast I had the sausage and egg on toast. That was a total of 1 sin, and using my healthy B. For lunch, for the lettuce fajitas, that was 1.5 sins. And for tea, that was sin-free, using my healthy A. So meal wise, that brought it only to 2.5 sins. However, I did have a benefit bar for a snack, which is 3 sins. So that brings me to 5.5 sins for the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit that subscribe button below. If you do want to be notified for when I upload, then just hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.